It's an honour to welcome His Honour the Chief Justice of Western Australia here tonight to open our new offices officially. Many of you here, undoubtedly all of you within the legal profession, will know His Honour is most generous with his time and support of the legal profession, particularly for causes which are directed at improving access to justice for all within the community. No well-intentioned cause is too small for His Honour. Pragma Legal as a team strives to provide assistance where we can to community legal centres and the people they serve, and so we're very grateful for His Honour's attendance tonight to cut the tape on the expansion of our new offices. So if we could please welcome His Honour.
Thank you very much, Sophia. It's a great honour and a pleasure to have been invited to launch these fabulous new premises for Pragma Legal. I'd like to thank Matthew Maguire for his characteristically generous welcome to country. Not least because, of course, Aboriginal people have no particular reason to hold great affection for the law or the lawyers, given the way they've been treated since colonisation. But thank you very much, Matthew, for that very generous welcome. I'd like to respond to that welcome by acknowledging the traditional owners of the lands on which we meet, the Whadjuk people, who form part of the great Noongar clan of south-western Australia. I pay my respects to their elders past and present and acknowledge their continuing stewardship of these lands. Of course, it would be invidious for any judge, least of all a Chief Justice, to extol the virtues of any one law firm as compared to other law firms, so I won't do that. But there are some general characteristics that I do regard as desirable in law firms, and you might find some of those characteristics are met by the firm whose new premises we are launching this evening. Those characteristics include a support for pro bono services, and Pragma, I'm told, has a target for each staff member to achieve at least 35 hours of pro bono service each year, and that of course equates to about 1 week of work for the community, unpaid work for the community each year, and that I think is terrific. Pragma receives access, referrals from Law Access, and Aaron McDonald serves on the Law Access Committee, and that's another way of addressing the vitally important issue of access to justice in our community. Aaron also serves on the Subiaco Community Legal Service, which is again another aspect of providing legal assistance to those who are unable to afford that assistance themselves. Other important characteristics of any reputable law firm include community engagement, and Aaron McDonald and the other members of the firm are heavily engaged with the Piddington Society. Those of you who are not lawyers probably won't know about Mr Piddington and the society that's named after him. His great claim to fame and his distinction was that he was the only member appointed to the High Court who never actually took up his appointment or served on that court. He retired before he had the quit, basically, before he had the opportunity to serve. Why quite he was chosen as the mantle for the society is a bit hard to fathom. Anyway, importantly, that society is also committed to improving access to justice in a variety of means, and this firm supports that society, including through the improvement of legal education. The boardroom that we're now standing in will be used to provide access to legal practitioners, particularly those who are outside the CBD, for legal education purposes provided by the Piddington Society. Another very important characteristic for a reputable law firm is innovation, and this firm offers fixed fee early mediation, which I think is a very important service. I've spoken many times, perhaps too often, about the importance of what's called alternative dispute resolution services. They are not the alternative, they are the main means by which disputes are resolved in our community by a very significant margin. So the provision of those services early in the life of the dispute is a very important step forward, and that will be encouraged if those services are provided on a fixed fee basis, because understandably many consumers are unwilling to go into and engage a service where they open-ended fee arrangement where they don't know what it's going to cost them. So I think that is a very important innovation, a very important contribution to the resolution of disputes in our community. Pragma has also received accolades for its disruption of the 6-minute billing model, and there are a number of lawyers here present tonight. They would know that I have, like every good poacher turned gamekeeper, spoken out about the disadvantages of time costing, and it's many, and it's far too boring and too complicated for me to explain that tonight. But I firmly believe that time billing does have its difficulties. I think it's unreasonable to expect ordinary consumers to go into the engagement of services without knowing what their cost is, and Pragma has launched an attack upon that process and I think that's really important to be commended as well. Cross-disciplinary services are also another important attribute of a good legal firm, and Pragma has entered into arrangements with a group of accountants which enable them to provide diverse services that cross the professions of both law and accounting, and through that association to provide fixed fee cost effective services to entrepreneurs. And of course, as a community, we have a great interest in encouraging entrepreneurs to develop their skills and to create wealth and opportunity for those within our community. So those are very good reasons to celebrate a law firm which has those characteristics, and to celebrate the fact that they have moved into premises outside the city, which I think is another very important thing, that we are far too city-centric within the law. The services of lawyers need to be available more readily to those who need those services and closer at hand. Sometimes the city is harder to get into, particularly with current traffic arrangements, and so provision of services in the community closer to those who need them is, I think, very important also. And that's why I'm very pleased to officially launch and open these wonderful new premises for Pragma Legal. Thank you very much for your attention.